Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Tani Dabi, but everyone calls me Dabi. And today's video is about the cost of living in London. Everyone's always talking about how expensive London is and all that jazz, but it's such a vague statement. So I'm here today to actually let you guys know the real tea. I'm spilling the tea today. So keep watching so you find out exactly what I'm talking about. If you enjoy this video, remember to hit the like button. If you want to see more of my content, usually about London and life in the UK, subscribe and check more of it out. If you have any comments, questions, if there's anything you think I haven't mentioned, please feel free to drop it in the comment section below and I will get right back to you. So before I really get into the video, a couple of disclaimers. One, I am not a financial guru, financial anything. Most of these numbers or figures that I would mention are averages that I could find on the internet or based off of my personal experiences. According to www.payscale.com, the average salary in London is about 35k. Please keep in mind that this average probably includes like 18-year-old kids who are definitely earning minimum wage and probably like 60-year-old people with loads of money and a Ferrari. So just don't worry yourself if you're like in between or less. It's fine. The average in Manchester is about 26k. The average in Glasgow as well is about 36k. So it varies, but London, most expensive one. So I also thought I'd let you guys know about the minimum wage, just so you know like the base level and like you can't earn lower than this. You should not be earning lower than this. So if you are 25 and over, the minimum wage is £8.21. If you are 21 to 24, the minimum wage is £7.70. There are a lot more brackets. If you would like to check these out, please Google them, check online on the government website, it's all there. So we're gonna start off with rent. Rent, to a large extent, is based off of obviously how big or small your house is, but zones. What zone your house is in. So we have 9 zones. The center is central London, the most expensive. Most people work here. The further out you go, the cheaper it is, but also the further it is. For the most part, I would say it would probably be more sensible in terms of commute time and stress as well, and price to live in zone 2, 3 or 4. So if you decide to live in a house share, and I have a whole video about house sharing, if it's not out yet, it will be out, so you need to subscribe. House sharing, depending on the location and all that, would probably be about £600 to £800. But usually the thing for house shares is you can find house shares that include bills, so that would be all you'd pay for your accommodation. If you've decided to go with a studio, again, depending on quite a number of things, you're probably looking at nothing less than £1,000, usually excluding bills. If you've decided you want to live in a 1-bedroom flat because you're balling like that, it is probably going to be nothing less than £1,200 to £1,500, usually excluding bills again. Bills, because who doesn't love bills? Council tax is the first bill I'm going to talk about. Council tax usually is dependent on the borough you live in, but on average in the borough of Lewisham you're probably looking at about £100 a month. Your gas and electric, probably another about £100 in the month. Water bill, probably about £25. Internet, probably again about £25. And then we have TV license, which a lot of people forget about £154 for the year. Usually it covers like a whole house, except you have like a ridiculous amount of televisions in your house. So next up is transportation. For me, I live in zone 3, work in zone 1, so I buy a monthly travel card. It is about £158 for the zone 1 to 3 travel card. That is, covers buses, trams, the underground, overground, that is, I believe, it. But it is cheaper if you're just buying a Zone 1 travel card, which would mean you live in Zone 1, which would also mean your house is very expensive. Or if you live in Zone 9, your accommodation is probably super cheap, but it would be very expensive for you to get into the cities. A quick money saving tip is you can actually, if you don't mind sitting in traffic for a while to save money, or leaving home a bit earlier than you usually would, just take the bus. Like, pay for only the bus. There is a cap on the bus charges, which is £4.50, and that is all you will pay for the whole day. Food. You're probably looking at about £30 a week for groceries, and this is including like you taking food to work every day, because it's always cheaper to take food to work, one, and two, it's just always cheaper to cook everything from scratch and not buy ready meals because they're more expensive. If you shop in maybe Sainsbury's or Tesco's very regularly, get a reward card just so you can get just a bit back, whether it's a percentage back or discount on certain things. Just might make your weekly shop a bit cheaper. Also, if you just want to completely cut costs, shop in budget stores like Lidl and Aldi. They are a lot cheaper than Sainsbury's and Tesco. So if you're going out to eat, I would say for a restaurant, you're probably looking at about £15 to £25 on average per person when you go out. But for street food, it's probably a bit cheaper, maybe £5 to £10 per person on food. So extras, this includes like fun stuff in general. So depending on what you're into, if it's like something like cinemas, for instance, it could be anywhere between £5 to £20. If it's like a beer, it could be on average about £3. A cocktail on average could be about £10 to £15. And if you want to know lots of other ways to have fun and just enjoy yourself in London for really cheap or completely free, please check out my video. I have a complete video guide on how to do this. I hope today's video has been very helpful to you guys. If you have anything that you'd like to add or like to ask me about, please drop it in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one.